Hi all, here Ravi Dvansi. I welcome you all to my channel Ravi Tech Studio. In today's video, I am going to cover some information about the recent vacancies notified by the DRDO, particularly for scientists in different categories, scientists C, D, E and F grade. So in this video, I would be covering in detail about what are the education qualification, what are the experience and pay package as well as selection criteria. This video is going to be slightly lengthier, so please keep patience, and those friends who have not yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon, because I am usually making videos on career counseling as well as on government jobs, so you can get a lot of information about it. So let's start our journey. So this is the notification that has been notified by the DRDO on its website, advertise number 139, and you can visit http://rac.gov.in and you can download this notification, detailed notification, which is available on the website. And the closing date of application is 28 days from the date of publication. This it has already been published on 26th of May. So you are left with only 20 days for applying for these posts. So in this first post is basically vacancy is only one and is coming for scientist F, basic pay 1,31,000, level 13A as per the 7th pay commission. So total vacancies are 3 for scientist F. In this first vacancy is for the mechanical or aeronautical engineering discipline. What are the qualification? Qualification at least first class bachelor degree in engineering, first class bachelor degree in engineering technology, either in mechanical or aeronautical engineering from recognized university or equivalent. And the second thing, minimum 13 years of practical experience in research or design or development or production of aircraft, aero engine maintenance or life extension activities or airworthiness certification is required. So this is essential qualifications. Desirable, they're expecting you to have at least master degree in engineering, a relevant field as mentioned either in mechanical or aeronautical, and knowledge of German language, French, Russian, Japanese or Chinese. If any one of these if you know, that will be added advantage in carrying out the functioning of this job or responsibility of this job. Now equivalence acceptable subject particularly for this post is mechanical automation, mechanical production, aerospace engineering or aerospace engineering avionics. Student can also apply for this post. Second item is scientist F, one vacancy for applied optics, photonics, optical engineering. For this qualification is at least first class bachelor degree in engineering technology in applied optics or optical engineering from recognized university, or first class MSc or MSc with the technology in applied optics photonics from recognized university with minimum 13 years of experience, practical experience in one or more of the following areas. These are the areas. First area is design and development and production of optics or thin film electro optical devices. Second area is thin film design and development of reflective anti-reflection coatings. Third area is precision optics, fabrication, testing and integration of optical systems. And fourth area is experience and quality management systems. So these are the four subdomains. In one of these domains, if you are having experience of minimum 13 years, you can apply for this post. Desirable qualification, experience of developing at least one product or process cycle in optics, optoelectronics, thin film technology, master degree in engineering technology in relevant field, or PhD for MSc candidate particularly as defined above in the area of precision optics or thin film electro-optical instrumentation, knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese or Chinese foreign language. These are the desirable qualifications, and the equivalence to this is applied optics, optical engineering or photonics. The third vacancy for the scientist F is for mechanical engineering categories. For this, essential qualification at least first class bachelor degree in engineering technology and mechanical from recognized university with 13 years of experience, particularly in the area of marine stealth system design of development of production, naval propulsion system integration, conditioning monitoring naval systems. Desirable again, expected is to have postgraduate degree in mechanical engineering, PhD in mechanical engineering or in the relevant field as stated above, knowledge of stealth system design, integration with ship systems, performance measurement methodologies and system trials, quality assurance procedures, experience of project management, planning, administration of industrial operation, or experience in documentation, procedures, preparation of operation maintenance documents, experience in post delivery supports, life cycle management, and the last one, knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese, or Chinese foreign languages. An equivalence degree for this is mechanical and automation and mechanical and production. None of this can apply. This is for scientist F. Total 3 vacancies were there. Now next category is scientist E, and for scientist E there are 6 vacancies and the pay band is 1,23,100, level 13 as per the 7th pay commission. So the serial number 4, 1 vacancy is for mechanical, production, production industrial engineering, aeronautical or aerospace engineering. These are all discipline are applicable for this. Essential qualification at least first class bachelor degree in engineering technology in mechanical, production, industrial engineering, aeronautical, aerospace engineering from recognized university with minimum 10 years experience in the field of design or development or fabrication of mechanical aerosystems. What are the desirable? Have to have master degrees in engineering technology relevant field and knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese or Chinese foreign language. What are the equivalence degrees which can apply for this post? Mechanical automation, mechanical production, industrial production engineering, avionics engineering, particularly in avionic system. This is the 1 vacancy out of the 6. Second is a naval architecture and shipbuilding. Qualification essential is first class bachelor degree in engineering in naval architecture and shipbuilding from recognized university or equivalent. Minimum 10 years of experience, as the first category also it was mentioned, minimum 10 years of experience in the field of design, construction, repair, modernization of ships, submarine design, construction or model testing or marine vehicles, stability analysis of ships and submarines. What are the desirable? Similar like earlier case, master degree if you are having that well and good. Knowledge of platform motion and underwater conditions including maneuvering and sea keeping. Knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese or Chinese foreign language. Equivalence for degree is naval architecture. This is the second vacancy out of 6. Third vacancy is for electrical engineering, electronics engineering, electronics, communication engineering. In this essential qualification also similar like earlier, first class bachelor degree in electrical, electronics, and electronics or electronics and communication, electronic telecommunication, electronics control, electronics and instrumentation and control engineering from recognized university. As well as it is clearly here mentioned desirable worked in some projects and R&D and master degree and knowledge of German, French, Japanese and Chinese will be added on this. What are the equivalents for electrical engineering? They are various. You can these are summarized here: electronic computer, electronic communication, electronic telematics, industrial engineering, industrial electronics, telecommunication engineering, or allied. These are the various categories. Next vacancy is for metallurgical engineering technology, material science and engineering or material science. So at least first class bachelor degree in engineering in particularly metallurgical engineering technology, material science and engineering or materials engineering from Carnegie University with 10 years of experience in research and development on characterization of materials, including in the area of advanced material characterization using conventional high resolution transmission electron microscopy TEM or spectroscopy EDS or ELS or characterization of TI, titanium, aluminum, nickel based alloys, steel, nanomaterials, nanostructured materials, magnetic materials, electronic materials, and smart materials. These all comes under the same category. Minimum 10 years experience. And what are desirable? Master degree and PhD. If it is good, then well and good. Knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese, and Chinese foreign language will be added advantage. What are the equivalents? Metallurgical, material tech, metallurgical engineering or material science engineering, and metallurgical engineering. Next vacancy is for mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering. First class bachelor degree either in mechanical or aeronautical engineering from recognized university with a minimum 10 years of experience in research or design or development or production of Western type transport aircraft. So, desirable master degree in mechanical and aeronautical engineering, qualified on at least one type of transport class of aircraft with training from aircraft OEM, experience in procurement procedures like technical evaluation, contract negotiations, aircraft factory acceptance, aircraft system integration, and flight clearance. Knowledge of German, French, Russian, Chinese language is advantage. What are the equivalents? Mechanical and automation engineering, mechanical production, aerospace engineering or aerospace engineering, avionics can also apply for this post. Last one is electronics, communication engineering, electrical engineering. For this first class bachelor degree, similar discipline, 10 years of experience in one of these areas, design and simulation, development of mmw and terahertz device, semiconductor device fabrication, experience in epitaxial growth using MBE, desirable PhD in mmw or THZ technology or MTech, ME, relevant field, knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese, Chinese language. These are the equivalent disciplines which can also applied. This was the regarding the scientist category. Next is scientist D category. Basic pay is 78,800, label 12 as per the 7th pay commission. Total vacancies are 15. So, the first vacancy is for mechanical engineering, at least first class bachelor degree in mechanical engineering, 7 years of experience in design of new products, detailed design, engineering analysis, evolving of technical specification, review of manufacturing drawing, and liaising with the fabricators, field engineering during installation trials. What are the desirable master degree? It is advantage. Also, the knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese, or Chinese foreign language. What are the equivalents? Mechanical automation or mechanical production. Next one is mechanical production engineering, aeronautical or aerospace engineering. These are different discipline and only vacancy is one. Qualification at least first class bachelor degree in either mechanical production and industrial engineering or aeronautical or aerospace engineering from a university with a minimum 7 years of experience in the field of design and development of mechanical aero systems, integration, assembly and servicing of material handling, equivalent assembly, integration, QA, QC of mechanical system design, fabrication of mechanical system. Desirable master degree from recognized university and also knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese, Chinese. This is common for every post. What are the equivalents? Mechanical automation, mechanical production, industrial production or aerospace engineering, avionics. Next vacancy, one is for mechanical engineering, at least first class degree, 7 years of experience in research or design or development of production in one or more of the following field: physical metallurgy, mechanical engineering, material science, advanced microstructural characterization or techniques, industrial production of advanced material. Desirable master degree and knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese or Chinese. Electronics engineering communication, only one vacancy is there. First class bachelor degree with 7 years of experience in the area of signal conditioning, electronics and signal processing. For the desirable master degree in engineering technology and knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese or Chinese language. And these are the equivalence degrees which can apply for the same post. Next one, electronics, telecommunication, electronics communication, electronics, electrical communication engineering. Here also same qualification, first class bachelor degree with 7 years of experience in the area of design and development of communication systems, signal conditioning, electronic or signal processing. And desirable, similar like earlier, master degree with the knowledge of German, French, Japanese, Chinese language. These are the equivalence degrees which can also apply for the same post. Next one is chemical engineering, first class bachelor degree in chemical engineering, right, and minimum 7 years of experience in experimental research, design and development of porous materials, including carbonaceous materials, absorption technologies towards environmental applications such as CO2 and other pollutants capture and removal. Desirable, master degree and knowledge of German, French common. These are the equivalence discipline which can also be applied for the same post. Only one vacancies are there for every. Next one is chemical engineering, again one vacancy. Minimum 7 years of experience in the area of synthesis, characterization, scale of materials, design and development of process plant. Desirable, research in high energy materials or master degree technology and knowledge of German, French. It's a common for everybody. These are the equivalence degree discipline which can also apply for the same post. Next one is physics, radiation physics. In this, at least first class master degree in physics or radiation physics from recognized university with minimum 7 years of experience in the scientific work in one of the following areas. First area, experience in operation and maintenance of radiation safety related sensors equipment. Second is experience in health physicist in production and control of monitoring radiation safety aspects with license as RSO for at least 1 year, or statistical analysis, administrating and training. Next one, installation and commissioning of radiation monitoring system in a power generation plant, or experience at projects and power generation plant, shipyard or associated facility in waste management system, handling of radioactive resources, management and refueling facilities, handling of radiation monitoring equipments. These are these 5 different categories in which one of the categories you should have 7 years of experience or combinations. Desirable, master degree, knowledge of German, French, Chinese language. These are the equivalence degrees which can apply for the same post. Next is electronics, communication engineering or electronics engineering. Here also qualification is same, first class bachelor degree, 7 years of practical experience in one of the following areas: analog, digital, electronics, circuit design, or electronics instrumentation related to sensors, or embedded system design. For the desirable, master degree, or if you are having PhD, that is also good. Experience in one of the following areas, like similar here: analog, digital, electronic, circuit design and quantum technology, electronics instrumentation related to quantum technology like cold atom ion generation, manipulation, detection, atomic clocks, magnetometers, etc. Embedded system design, quantum technology, and knowledge of French, German technology. These are the equivalence degree. Right, so this language is the common for every post. Computer science engineering, one post is reserved. Here also bachelor degree with minimum 7 years of experience in these areas. Either knowledge of DSP processor architecture like analog devices, Tiger, SHR, C, and Texas Instrument C6678. Embedded software development and optimization using C, C++, and assembly language. Parallel implementation of image algorithms of multi-processor and multi-core hardware platforms. MATLAB embedded platform interface with IDEs like Visual, DSP++, and Code Composer Studio of testing and validation of embedded softwares. These are the different areas in which you should have 7 years of experience. Desirable is master degree and knowledge of any one of the foreign language is required. These are the equivalent degrees, right, which can also apply for the same post. Now, electronics and communication engineering, again same thing, 7 years of experience, practical experience in handling design and development of radio frequency system operating in a frequency range of 0.5 gigahertz to 18 gigahertz range, development of RF front end digital receivers, modulator, power amplifier, frequency synthesizer for communication system, RF circuit design simulation in the range of 0.5 to 18 gigahertz, simulation using EDS tools like EDS, HFSS and AWR, development signal processing. So this is related to all signal criteria. There are different categories, and what are desirable, master degree and knowledge of any of the foreign language. These are the equivalence degree like similar earlier also it has been covered. Next one is one vacancy for chemistry, at least first class master degree in chemistry with 7 years of experience in research synthesis of energetic materials, analytical chemistry and polymer chemistry. Desirable doctorate degree in one of these areas and knowledge of French, Russian, Japanese, Chinese language. These are the equivalence degrees discipline they can also apply for this post. Next one is one vacancy for chemical engineering, chemical technology, first class bachelor degree in chemical and 7 years of experience in scale up organic, inorganic materials, process development, operation, modeling and process simulation of chemical plants. Right, master degree is desirable and knowledge of any foreign language, and these are the equivalence degree which can also apply for the same post. And last post in this 16 total post of scientist study, physics and chemistry material science, first class MSc in physics chemistry material science from recognized university, 7 years of experience in research of semiconductor material growth. Desirable research experience in the field area of third to fourth molecular beam epitaxial growth and characterization, PhD in physics chemistry materials or MTech in solid state materials, solid state technology, solid state electronics, material science and material engineering. These are the equivalence discipline which can also apply for the same post. This was the regarding scientist D. Now the last one is scientist C, basic pay 67,700, level 11 as per the 7th pay commission, 34 vacancy total. So the 4 vacancies here, star is there. I will tell you what is the star. 4 vacancies for oceanography. That means at least first class master degree in oceanography from recognized university with minimum 3 years research experience in the field of physical oceanography. Desirable doctorate degree in oceanography of marine science and experience in the sea data collection using state of the art equipment, experience in ocean modeling, experience in data analysis and interpretation, experience in remote sensing or ocean features, and knowledge of German, French, this language, and equivalent degree is physical oceanography. One vacancy for marine geology and marine geophysics, first class master degree in marine geology, marine geophysics from recognized university with minimum 3 years research experience in the field of marine geology and marine geophysics. Further desirable doctorate degree and experience in the marine geology, geophysical data collection at sea using state of the art facilities, experience in data analysis interpretation, experience in geophysics, physical prospecting and inversion techniques, knowledge of any one of these language. Applied geophysics student can also apply for this post. Now one post for electronic engineering telecommunication, similar same degree, first class bachelor degree with 3 years experience in the field of software like CST, MATLAB, HFSS, ADS, etc. with expertise in cold and hot simulation and testing of microwave vacuum electron devices. Desirable master degree or doctorate degree in the area of microwave tubes, microwave engineering, and knowledge of German, French. These are languages. These are the equivalent degrees which can also apply. This is the one post. Now one post for applied physics engineering or physics. Here first class bachelor degree in engineering technology in applied physics or engineering physics from recognized university, or first class master degree in science subject like physics or applied physics from recognized university with minimum 3 years working experience in the field of nanotechnology development, characterization of nanomaterials for electron emitters used in microwave devices. Desirable master degree if you are a BTech or doctorate degree if you are MSc and nanotechnology, electron emitters, knowledge of German, French, this language is must, and physics, applied physics, solid state physics, computational physics, engineering physics or physics and electronics. These are the various equivalent disciplines which can also apply for the same post. One vacancy for physics, again it's asking master degree in physics, 3 years experience or practical or research experience in the one or more of the following area: cold atom generation, interferometer related science and technologies, modeling simulation of cold atom generation, experimental laser physics, and quantum science physics. Right, this is basically a new area. So either of these areas you have 3 years experience, Desirable is doctorate degree in the relevant discipline and knowledge of any one of these languages. These are the equivalent discipline which can also apply. Now, one vacancy for computer science, that means it will be asking for computer science degree, first class, and 3 years experience in one of these 5 different subdomains: development, implementation of deep learning algorithms for object detection and computer vision, deep net training using Python language GPU servers, installation uses of major deep learning frameworks like TensorFlow, Caffe, MATLAB, deep learning toolbox, software development and implementation of NVIDIA GPU based development board, embedded software development of ARM based associates. Desirable master degree, knowledge of any one of the foreign language, and these are the equivalent degrees which can also apply for the same post. Now, one vacancy for electrical, again it is same, only I am talking about the experience, minimum 3 years experience in the field of design development of electrical system including electrical integration, testing and handling of electrical system and equipments. Desirable similar master degree with the knowledge of some foreign language. These are the equivalent degree. One vacancy is for reserved for mechanical engineering, at least first class bachelor degree in mechanical with 3 years experience in design of new product, detailed design, engineering analysis, evolving of technology, technical specification, review of manufacturing drawing, liaising with fabricators, field engineering during installation and trials. What desirable master degree and knowledge of any one of these languages. Now, one more vacancy is reserved for mechanical engineering, again first class bachelor degree, 3 years experience in the field of design of pressure vessels, marine structure and structural analysis. Desirable master degree and knowledge of any one of these languages. One vacancy for chemistry, here first class master degree in chemistry is required, 3 years experience in the research synthesis of energetic material, analytical chemistry, polymer chemistry. What is desirable doctorate degree with the knowledge of one of these languages. One vacancy is for chemical engineering, BTech in chemical engineering is required with 3 years experience in the scale up organic, inorganic materials, process development and operation, modeling and process simulation and chemical plants. It is similar like we started from scientist F, D and C, all are having same kind of sort of domain in which they are having experience, and master degree is required, knowledge of any one of the language. Next is mathematics. See, one vacancy I am seeing first time for scientists in mathematics, first class master degree in mathematics, a 3 years experience in the field of mathematical and numerical simulations. Here it is desirable to have doctorate degree with knowledge of one of these languages. Mathematics and computing, this is the another equivalent degree which can apply for this. Electronics, again I am not repeating, it is the same thing, 3 years experience in radio frequency microwave techniques, right. Master degree is required in the relevant discipline and German language. One post for electronics, again it is the same thing, 3 years, minimum 3 years experience in the design development of production of radar communication embedded system. One vacancy, last one is for computer science engineering, here BTech is required, computer science or information technology, 3 years of experience in design and development of production, software engineering, independent verification, validation of artificial intelligence, object orientation design. Doctorate degree is desirable with knowledge of French. Electronics, again I am not going to repeat the same, 3 years experience in the experimental or research experience in development of avionics, electronics and communication. So, these are the equivalent degree which can apply. The next one is aeronautical aerospace engineering, first class bachelor degree in engineering in aeronautical aerospace, minimum 3 years experience in research or design and development in aerodynamics or flight mechanics. Desirable master degree in engineering and knowledge of German, French, Russian, Japanese language. Aerospace engineering avionics can also apply. One vacancy again for aeronautical aerospace engineering, at least first class bachelor degree, 3 years experience in research, design and development in aero structures, aero mechanical system of the aircraft. So, master degree in engineering technology and knowledge of German, French required. Aerospace engineering avionics student can also apply. One vacancy of physics, chemistry, material science. So, physics, chemistry, material science first class MSc degree is required. 3 years experience in research of semiconductor material growth. What are the desirable? You are having research experience like MOP growth and characterization of third nitrites, or PhD in physics, chemistry, material science, MTech in solid state materials. These are the equivalent discipline which can also apply. Computer science, so degree is same, 3 years experience in design development of embedded system. So what desirable? Doctorate degree with experience in model based tools, MATLAB, Simulink, SCADA, and knowledge of German, French. These are the equivalent degree. Electronics and communication, first class degree in the relevant discipline. 3 years experience in design and development of microprocessor or microcontroller based hardware for embedded system, and FPGA ASIC using hardware destruction language and avionic electronics communication. Other desirable doctorate degrees required, right, in this discipline, different disciplines. And if you are having proficiency in C++, there is an advantage, and knowledge of German, French, Russian language, if any one of this you are having. These are the equivalent disciplines. Next one is one vacancy for mechanical engineering, first class degree with minimum 3 years experience in research or design development of vibration or engineering mechanics, machine design or machine dynamics, or design or mechanical system. Also desirable master degree in knowledge of German, French, right. Now one vacancy for polymer science technology, textile, first class degree, master degree in polymer science, first class degree in engineering from polymer science technology, polymer science, textile processing, with minimum 3 years experience, research experience or design experience, development of production and high performance fibers, polymer synthesis, textile chemical finishing, lamination, these all areas. Other desirable master degree with knowledge of German, French language. Electronics communication, again one vacancy for every discipline, one vacancy. First class bachelor degree and minimum 3 years experience in any one of these areas. Design, simulation, development of mmW terahertz device, semiconductor device fabrication, experience in epitaxial growth using MBE. PhD degree in this domain is desirable, and knowledge of German, French, this is also desirable. These are the equivalent degrees. Next, 2 vacancies for electrical electronics communication, first class bachelor degree in engineering and 3 years experience in any of these areas, servo control or electric motors, power converters, etc. What is desirable? Postgraduate degree and PhD in the relevant and experience and expertise area of project management, research project, etc. Knowledge of German, French is added advantage. Physics, one vacancy is for physics, first class master degree in physics, minimum 3 years experience in research using high intensity ionization radiation facilities or telecobalt unit or linear accelerators. What are the desirable? Recognition from national regulator body to work as a radiologist, safety officer in medical institution, industry research, 1 year post MSc diploma in radiological physics or equivalent. These are the equivalent degrees. So these are the total 49 serial numbers. In that total vacancies, if we talk about scientist, C is having major proportion, right, particularly which is having more than 34 vacancies, and these are the scientist D. And scientist D grade you are having around put together if you see 15 vacancy, and if you are going for this category scientist E, total 6 vacancies, and the last highest paid scientist F, 3 vacancies. So these are the different category vacancies. Now let come to selection criteria. So if we talk about the selection criteria and all, eligibility for recruitment to post, academic requirement already it is mentioned, need to be satisfied. Weightage for higher qualification will be given based on the following condition. Weightage for higher qualification is equal to research experience, right. Post graduation qualification engineering, 2 years weightage will be given. If you are having doctorate, 4 years of weightage will be given. Dissertation of ME MTech project thesis in case of doctorate engineering must be in the field of relevant, right, area. In case of candidate processing, both like either MTech and PhD both, right. In that case, what will happen? The weightage of higher degree will be considered, Maximum weightage is up to 3 years only will be given for the work experience or research fellow, research associate, project assistant, etc. For every completed year of experience. In case of such candidate possessing ME MTech degree, 1 extra year of experience may be considered. However, the weightage is not automatic. It will be depending on the relevance of higher qualification and research carried out by the candidate with the required by DRDO. Age limit for scientist F not exceeding 50, right? For scientist D not exceeding 45, and for scientist C not exceeding 35. Relaxation is also there up to 10 years for the Divyang or PWD candidate. Maximum age shall not be exceeding 56 years. The upper age limit is relaxable for 5 years for civil central government employee working in a post which are same line or allied on the discharge. The upper age limit is relaxes for ex-servicemen, alright, or ECU as per the rules in vogue. Nationality, only Indian nationals need to apply. Keep in mind, scientist C only 35 and scientist D 45 and scientist F 50 years. These are the upper age cap. Now, how to apply? Go to the RAC website https://rac.gov.in. Then you have to register over here, right? Then you have to log in, and after logging, you have to fill out all the details. Then you have to upload all the relevant documents, right? So, need to upload a signed declaration as per the format, right? Here. If the candidate will be required to produce a copy of proof of their communication with their employer intimation. If you are already working, right, somewhere, then you have to take the RAC also and you need to submit it. Here one thing is clearly mentioned. If you are not notifying your employer that you are applying for this job and coming for interview, then candidate should note that in case of communication from the employer is received by RAC withholding the permission to the candidate applying for the post, their condition will be cancelled. So, you have to inform your employer that you are applying for this post, right? Otherwise, if your employer is directly contacting to RAC, then problem may come for you. It is clearly mentioned. Candidates also advised to retain a copy of online recruitment application after submission. Only locked or finalized application in all respects shall be considered. Point to be considered while filling the application form clearly is mentioned. Candidates are required to submit their application online along with a legible and lighter file containing scanned copy of certificate, date of birth, essential and higher education qualifications along with the percentage of mark duly supported by the mark sheet, experience claimed in the column pertaining to employer history, right, and document certification support of all P drawn, recent passport size colored photograph not exceeding 30 kb, size is given 110 into 140 pixel, and the required fee through RAC website. The maximum file size of each attachment should not exceed 500 kb and it must be legible and printout is taken. For that, applicant may scan the certificate into 200 dpi grayscale. Documents to be uploaded online: self-attested certificate, testimonial regarding date of birth, essential, higher qualification, caste certificate, etc. Experience claimed in the column pertaining employment history, document certificate, paid drawn, recent passport size colored photograph not exceeding 30 kb, 110 into 140 pixel, scanned sample of candidate signature, and candidate whether in government services or in government owned organization should upload a signed declaration as per the pro forma available at RAC website that they have informed their cadre controlling authority in writing that they are applying for the post of scientist in DRDO. This is applicable only for the candidate who are working in the government job, right, particularly government services or in government owned organization. In case of mismatch in the name, candidate mentioned in the application form with any of the document, certificate, the relevant affidavit in support of that shall be provided. In case of mismatch in parent's name as submitted in the application form and date of birth proof, caste certificate, the relevant affidavit in support shall be provided. Application fees, general OBC and economic weaker section male candidate are required to pay non-refundable, non-transferable application fee of 100 rupees only through online. There is no application fee for SC, ST, Divyang and women candidates. Screening shortlisting, eligible candidate will be shortlisted for further selection on the basis of education, qualification, experience higher and duly supported by document evidence, relevance of experience on the basis of desirable qualification, a more than one desirable qualification is prescribed or any or all of the desirable qualifications by holding a screening committee meeting consisting of technical experts from industry academia. Candidate will initially be shortlisted as per one or more of the above mentioned methods. In case the number of candidates shortlisted in accordance to any of the mentioned method is large, then further shortlisting may be carried out by conducting preliminary online interview or short duration 10 to 15 minutes. The number of candidates to be shortlisted in preliminary interview is as under, subject to their availability. For one post, 24 candidates will be shortlisted. For 2 to 3 posts, up to 48 candidates. For 4 to 6 posts, up to 72 candidates will be shortlisted initially for preliminary online interview. In case of any item of initial screening based on biodata only doesn't result in sufficient number of administratively eligible candidate as the maximum number of required for the final personal interview, then the number of posts for the item will be reduced to the number for which the number of administratively eligible candidates are found to be sufficient. Alright, so based upon the performance of preliminary online interview, candidate will be shortlisted for the final personal interview in the following ratio. For one post, 12 candidates, for 2 to 3, 24, and for 4 to 6 post, up to 36 candidates may be shortlisted for final interview. Additionally, in the case of second stage shortlisting, that is after preliminary online interview, does not result in sufficient number of candidates, right? As many as a half of or maximum number of required for final personal interview, then the number of vacancies will be reduced to the number for which number of candidates are available. Keep in mind, they can reduce the vacancy also. In case of cancellation of recruitment process due to any of the above mentioned reason, the respective post may then be re-advertised. Candidates should therefore mention all qualification, experience, achievements, specializations, relevant field in the online application form. So these are the different shortlisting criteria. First of all, they will be going by all this A, B, C, D, right? Holding screening committee on the basis of desirable qualification based on the your essential qualification, shortlisting will be done. If candidates are more, then initial preliminary interview may be conducted, and after interview, first says 24 candidates for one post, and for 2 to 3, 48, and 4 to 6, 72, and after final interview for one post, at least 12 candidates should be available. Selection processes, shortlisted candidate will be advised to appear for final personal interview to be conducted as per the rules, and venue will be intimated through call letters. Candidates serving in the government or government organization will be required to produce a copy of proof that communication with their employer that they have already notified that they are going to attend the interview. The final selection candidate will be purely on the basis of merit or marks scored by the candidate in the final personal interview only. The candidate must score minimum 75% marks, 75 out of 100 for all the vacancies in the final personal interview. Ability to serve, as per the central government rule, selected candidate will have the ability to serve anywhere in India, including remote and field area locations. What are the closing date? Online submission will remain available for 4 weeks from the date of publication of advertisement DRDO RSC and will close 28th day midnight. General instructions are given. Online application should be submitted on RSC website. Application who are not locked final their application will be cancelled, right? And application should ensure their eligibility in recent respect to age, essential qualification and experience, etc. No request with the respect to change in any of the data is actually allowed. Number of vacancy may vary. Applications are advised not to change their registered mobile number or email, because all communication will be happening through those modes, and all the guidelines for submission are available on RSC website. You just go and check out. Candidates are advised to keep visiting RSC website regularly for any kind of updates on this post. Translation ambiguity, if any, will be resolved to the English version of the attachment published in the employment news. Dispute, if any, will be subject to the courts, tribunals having jurisdiction over Delhi only. Candidate will have to produce all these original certificate at the time of interview. Right, this is must. Applications received without scanned copy of the certificate will not be considered. Candidate desirable for applying for more than one post must apply separately for each post. In such case, mention the column number. The period of experience rendered by the candidate on trainee and part-time basis, daily wages, budgeting, guest faculty will not be counted while calculating the valid experience for shortlisting eligibility. This is must. The required experience will be counted only after the date on which the essential qualification has been required. While counting the experience, the suitability of level of experience process will also be considered. Weightage of higher age qualification will be equated as experience only when higher qualification in the relevant discipline is there. Candidates are therefore advised to highlight the experience acquired either through higher education qualification or job experience matching to the requirement mentioned. If any document or certificate furnished in the language other than English or Hindi, a duly self-attested transcript of the same should be attached. Candidates who have not worked or are currently working in private sector and claiming experience must submit a proof of paid drawn cost to company CTC during the period of claim to the post. While determining the level of experience or paid drawn CTC only will be criteria. Candidates should attach the experience certificate and salary slip as proof of paid drawn from experience claimed, period of experience date, joining date, etc. Applicant must clearly mention details of relatives presently working DRDO, date of determining eligibility of all candidates in respect to their prescribed closing date. Candidates are advised to fill in all their particulars, particularly regarding the required application submission. Right, applicants are advised to carefully attach the certificate. These are must. And before submitting the online recruitment application, candidates are required to read carefully the instructions available on RSC website. Candidates will be shortlisted for personal interview on the basis of the information that they are providing. Date of birth certificate, matriculation certificate is sufficient. Right, proof of experience, the experience certificate issued by the admin or HR competent authority that need to be submitted. Alright, and experience certificate should be containing name individual. Right, checklist, attach a scanned copy. Right, these all things should be thereon. And the one caution is given: mispresentation of falsification of data will result to candidature rejection. Right, you will not be selected. Don't fall prey for any kind of canvassing. For contact details, you can contact to pro.recruitment@gov.in or lateral one.recruitment@gov.in. If you are having any doubt, you can email to these addresses or you can contact the phone number given here. So this is regarding the vacancies notified by the DRDO for the scientist post. I hope things might be clear to you. Still, if you are having any doubt, feel free to write in the comment section. I will be much more happy to resolve your queries. For today, this much is enough. And the friend who have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon. See you all in the next video. Will a new update. Till then, have a nice day. Good day.